unplug the bottom plug right there for me, please. Thank you. Just gonna configure a couple of things and we'll be ready to go. I see the stream sewing up, so looks like we're just about good. Can change the thumbnail. And then we'll be ready to go. Hannah says she woke up just in time. Hello, Hannah. Hope you've had a decent day. And I hope everything's making sense for you. And I really do hope that the audio is balanced here, because I'm going to be just going right along, you know. I'm going to be playing Abzu tonight. I'm joined by Stripes. And today is the 8th Confession podcast, where tonight we're going to be talking about times you almost died. William Christie arrives and says, "Can I get a shout out for my boy Nelson Mandela?" Well, there's a laugh out of Stripes, so you guys are just crazy.
Well, I want to believe he's making a reference, but he actually could be asking for a friend.
No, I mean, that's just a reference. It's a joke. Shout out for my boy Nelson Mandela. That's like, hey, let's pour out a little bit from my bottles on the ground for my man Che Guevara. I'm like, okay. Kira says, "I nearly died in your arms tonight." Must have been something you said. Brilliant, Kira. She's so proud of that. You know, she's like chuffed. You know, she's like, "Oh yeah, haha." Sean Watson says, "Happy Mother's Day, Cyael." Oh, word, yeah, all my little babies.
We probably should have made a Mother's Day theme.
I know that means so much to you, for sure, for sure. Let's get right into Abzu, because
What do you know about this game, if you knew anything?
I know it was free, and that's why it's in my it's in my collection right now. It's in my library. So, guys, I hope you've had a wonderful day. For any of you who tune into this after the fact, love you. Hope you had a great day, great evening, whatever it may be for you. Austin Brantley says, "Cyael, I wouldn't be born if my dad didn't bust a nut. Does that count? Happy Mother's Day." I don't know, you know, you almost died in losing the competition with the jillions of other sperm that made it to that egg before you. You know, your consciousness is literally the result, or I should say that your ongoing consciousness is the result of endless lotteries that you win on a daily basis. Nicholas Thorne says, "Sup, Cyael, hope you're doing well." I'm doing alright. We're gonna go be playing through this game called Abzu, every screenshot of which just has a man in a scuba suit. So from what I'm understanding, we're gonna be spending the entirety of this game underwater, and sometimes that's okay too. Sonan Mew says, "What's up? Nothing much, little dude." And Hannah says, "I was wondering if you were still alive, Sona." Yeah, she just had other things going on, you know.
How many mothers come to your stream chat, would you say? Like 3?
Probably 4, you know. Amy doesn't come anymore because she hates me.
What did you do there?
Press what to dive? Anything? Press to dive. Press what to dive? Okay, this is some kind of sonar button. I love that it says press to dive. Nigga.
Is this going to be an Aquaman?
Oh, the right trigger is highlighted. I couldn't see that because I think it was like in a portion of the clouds where it kind of blended in a little bit. I can see a vague drop shadow now that I know what I'm looking for, but it's indicative of the right trigger. Fuck me, right? So Nenmu says, "Haha, yeah, I've been really busy with school last term before I transfer, so I've been working so hard. Bing bang. Bing bang, guys." Dude, I'm a little scuba diver. Sexy little scuba diver. So form-fitting the way that it sticks to my chiseled polygons, you know. You can see all those fine edges and angles on my body. That's what the girls want. Curves are so last year. It's all about.
That's a man? He's almost androgynous.
Almost androgynous. Fuck it. It's a man, okay? What would a lady be doing all the way out here? She couldn't do it at all the way out here. Yeah,
I mean, he's got pretty big hips for a man.
Psh, it's almost like he's wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Hannah says, I had the same thought. And Kira says, where are you transferring to? Sona says, I don't sound like that. P.S. Girl. Oh yeah, Sona and Mew is doing the whole I'm a girl thing. But with a body like Sona and Mew's, might as well be a little boy, you know. If Sona and Mew walked into a church right now and the priest was there, the priest would be all like, hey, what's going on? You get it? Because the priests like to molest young boys. Welcome to the 8th Confession Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about times that, man, I do not like the way that the animation on the flipper flops are. You know, the way that they just like, look at this.
How come you're not diving? I don't see you underwater.
I know, because the game told me to do something, and, you know, fuck this game. I do what I want. I should just swim into the fucking sun. Here comes the sun, do. I should have opened up the stream chat. Give me a second. I hope that you guys can hear me well. Stripes and I are burning up in this room because there used to be an AC in the window, but because of developments, it had to be removed. And long story short, it is just a fucking furnace in here. I turned on the AC, but the AC doesn't really get a lot of use in this house normally because the room that I had the window AC unit in is not well ventilated. So it wouldn't have mattered how hard I turned on the AC. So I tried to turn it on to get it cool so that a little bit of that coolness could come in here. The whole AC froze, so we're gonna have to leave it off for a little bit. You know, talk about times I almost died. I'm dying right now in this fucking heat. You see what I'm saying? But that's, you know, neither here nor there. I'm a grown-ass man. We're gonna need to get over it. Let me open up the stream chat very quickly so that I'll just be able to pop into it, look down, and see things that perhaps I have missed. Kira says, I can imagine you'd fit right in a Japanese high school, LOL. William Christie says, Sky looks like Wind Waker. Yeah, there's a lot of that interesting animation going on, and I'm sure that we'll be liking the game.
It's more just the clouds. I don't think the water looks this way.
Let me not, you know, there may be some people that, are interested in...
Oh, the animations are so neat when you're underwater.
Some people who are interested in the actual gameplay instead of me talking. But once again... Oh, this needs to be inverted. That's the problem. Does it, Cyael?
You're kicking up sand.
How observant of you, Stripes. Use the boost to get through. Look at my sexy polygons. There appears to be a rock near a hole over there. Oh, and as a man, it is my natural inclination to proceed to... Yeah, this is wrong. This is wrong.
What's wrong?
Why is the swim pitch inverted and the camera pitch inverted? You got me fucked up. What's wrong with you? Also, the swim pitch should probably not be inverted, you idiot. Is that why I'm so weird?
Sean made a confession and it got pushed.
No, the swim pitch may need to be inverted. That's what I'm used to. But the camera, yes. Cyael that. Bing bong. Sonen Mew says, Cyael, I would love that. I think Kira, so many big-chested girls in that manga. Would love what? Going to a Catholic... You would not. That's not what this is about. Anyway, Sean Watson hits us with a confession and it says, I overdosed as a retard teenager, thinking I could get high on over-the-counter cough medication mixed with lots of alcohol. I got my stomach pumped and all that. I'm so sorry to hear that. What's with people mixing drugs and alcohol, homie? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that cough medicine maybe would have gave you the right high if you knew how to do it. I'm not going to pretend that I didn't think about doing stuff like that when I was younger, but I never did. I think I'm better for it, you know. I had enough head trauma, you know, throughout my life to... Man, this is very visually interesting. I really enjoy it.
I didn't know you had head injuries.
Yeah, things happen. Just like with you, and now you have nosebleeds, you know?
It wasn't a head injury. People hit me in the face.
There's no difference. Yes, and you no, there isn't, Stripes. Your brain is essentially just a glob in there of gelatin. and when you're knocked around, that shit rattles. Think of a man in a coffin. You know what I mean? When an earthquake happens, the coffins are just maracas. Do you know what I'm saying? And your brain is in your head in that capacity. So whenever people get knocked around in the face, they don't need to be like seriously wrapped. You can shake a person violently and do serious damage. You see what I'm saying? That's why the big joke is like, you're not supposed to shake babies, because babies ain't at that age where they can deal with that kind of crap. You know what I mean? We can barely deal with it as people now. And just because the damage is not apparent immediately doesn't mean that there aren't long-lasting side effects. And who the hell could know otherwise, specifically, since you can't look at the life of this person and how it may have gone if they hadn't been shaken, as it contrasts what their life is now that they have. That being said, guys, welcome to tonight's Confession Podcast. Sean Watson just shared about almost dying after having to have his stomach pumped. Do any of you have any stories where you almost died? Maybe a car accident? I keep worrying about Hannah sometimes when she rides that horse, because she could just go flying right off that horse. But Stripe says she has one, so let's hear that.
I tied my dogs up to separate them because they were both pregnant, and I was worried that if one gave birth first, then they eat the other puppies or steal the other puppies and kill them. So they were tied to the pipes that connect to the house that give out gas. Like, what's the gas called for the oven again?
I'm Aquaman. I like that I reach out to the fishies. That's so interesting. People have been waiting for a game where the fish react to you swimming at them for a long time. And so Abzu feels that niche. Just kidding, Stripes. It's just called gas.
No, it's called something, but it doesn't matter. The point is that they kind of shifted a pipe while they were tied to it, and that left it so gas was just filling the house late. Not so late, but like in the middle of the night. So I almost gassed my whole family, and I would have if my mom wasn't awake still.
So there you have it, guys. Stripes not wanting to be one-upped tells us a story about a time that she almost killed her whole family. So it's not just her almost dying, it's the whole family. I like that the starfish actually move. Interesting. Oh boy. Shonen Mew says, I'm average. What are you guys talking about? Funky Monkey says, how's it going? Hello, Funky. Hello to everyone who may be here that I'm not acknowledging, but Faith is here. How are you? Wonderful, Faith. I hope your little doggies... Hey, is it all about this big guy? This guy's big.
Do you think he can eat you?
Hold to ride.
What?
It's a big guy. I can kind of direct him a little bit. That's cool.
It's not a necessary effect, but I would like it if he had other kind of fishies hanging off of him.
I'm gonna like this game. There's walking simulators, but I can't say that there are many swimming simulators. Bing bong. Hey, fishyman. Let's ride it. Yeah. Take me to your people. I love that I can call the other fish to me.
Is he gonna eat any of them? Big fish need to eat little fish. I was gonna call you Danny. Oh my god. I was calling my brother's name.
Stripes almost called me her brother's name. You think there are places like this in the world?
No.
There must be. We should hope that there are.
What about the Caribbeans?
Welcome to the Ace Confession Podcast. Today we're talking about times we almost died.
I think Kira had a confession.
I'm reading it. Kira says, confession. I have seizures because I can't regulate my body temperature, and that's nearly killed me a few times because it's more dangerous when you're a small child. But it's more dangerous when she's a small child. I'm glad that, you know, now that you're older, it's not so big a deal. But it still sounds kind of scary. In a big way. So here's hoping that your inability to regulate your body temperature doesn't lead you to more life-threatening scenarios.
My older sister got Lyme disease, and now she has a shit immune system after dealing with that for weeks.
It's a good thing I'm not here cataloging these fishies. Do you get over Lyme disease? How does that work?
Oh, well, you do. It just really takes a number on your body. You can fight it off, but you won't be the same afterwards. So you won't suffer from Lyme disease, but you will have an impacted immune system.
Intriguing. Well, Jordan Brown says that on the 4th of July, after watching the fireworks, I went to walk across the street when a 16-wheeler came from where I wasn't paying attention, and my older sister grabbed me right as it went past. Your sister potentially saved your life. I'm glad for that. Funky Donkey says he once got chased around his neighborhood by a rabid dog, and another time some other dog bit off his earlobe. Jesus Christ.
Did you get a new one grafted on?
Come on, Stripes.
What? You can do that.
It's an earlobe.
You shave off skin from your ass, and then you put that on your ear.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's pretty irrelevant, you know what I mean? I'm not sure what earlobes are even for. Wait a minute, is this some manner of beacon?
You know, the whole outer ear is pretty unnecessary, so you can just have holes in the side of your head and be fine.
What the hell is this? It's some manner of technology.
That's not a fish?
Of course it's not a fish, Stripes. What? You coming with me, buddy? Oh, kick ass. This is killer.
What's he do?
No idea. He's coming with me, dude. Like these cinematic sweeping camera angles I got going on. The hell's this? Some kind of seashell? Guys, forgive me. Just trying to give some people something to watch, I suppose. But welcome to the 8th Confession Podcast. Sonnen Mew says, I had pneumonia when I was 8. And if we didn't notice it as soon as we did, I could have died. The only thing I noticed was that I was colder than normal. I'm glad that you know, your parents or whoever noticed needed to notice. And that maybe you even piped up as a little kid because that shit's important. Lexeus arrives and joins us. Welcome, Lexeus. Hope you've had a great day. We're playing a little bit of Abzu for the 8th Confession Podcast. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Today, we're talking about times you almost died. So if any of you have a confession about a time that you feel like you almost died, you definitely almost died, could have come close to dying, be sure to just let me know all about it. Sean Watson says, confession. I was visiting my sister's house and my 9-year-old nephew started dabbing. Well, that's a type of near-death experience is what it is, you know. Sometimes you could cringe so hard you might have a heart attack, so it's real. I found this little thingy. Isn't that cool?
Oh,
I'm not sure what it is, but maybe it'll aid me in whatever it is that we're supposed to do.
Maybe you'll find an abandoned...
There's a Sharky statue. What's that about?
There is something down here.
Press the touchpad button to meditate?
What? What does that do for you?
Meditating obviously allows me to...
Take control of fishes?
I wouldn't say take control.
Just see
it seems to just like go from their perspective. These are real fish, Stripes. Look at the bottom right of the screen.
Oh, it's telling you what kind of fish they are.
These are real fish. This is interesting as fuck. Meditate, dude. This is a perfect game for this podcast. That being said, Jordan Brown says, I've also come close to being murdered by a guy who was caught shanking people at the police station. The police caught him and arrested him as he was about to shank me in public. Jesus Christ. You were the bait, homie. But thank God, you know. Thank science. You were fine.
Do you think there are gonna be some relics underwater besides that shark you just found? Atlantis, maybe?
I just like that I can meditate and it'll send me into other people's perspectives. This is already cooler than I expected it to be, and I already love my little companion. It would break my little heart if something were to happen to him.
How are you already emotionally attached to this thing? It's just a little robot that follows you.
I don't have friends in real life, Stripes, so naturally I form bonds and attachments to people that are in video games. You got a problem with it, you can shove it right up your ass. How about that?
What the heck am I?
Nobody. I'm kidding.
You invite nobodies into your house?
Oh my god, Stripes, elevate that importance. Are these like Sharpies? No. Did I say Sharpies like the marker? I meant Sharkies. I don't know what those were or what they did, but what's this? What is this? Maybe it's some sort of underwater, you know, thing that's hot.
Fishy coral.
Sean Watson says, I can count about 2 handfuls of times I nearly died or killed myself, but I'm not trying to gloat about something like that.
It's not gloating.
It's not gloating. Feel free to share if that's what you guys are on about. Is that another little dude? How many of these little dudes can I have? Can you imagine me just floating with a pack of little dudes?
What happens if you have 2? Oh.
We'll see.
A new buddy.
Something tells me I'm not going to get to have multiple dudes.
No? Wait.
Something just tells me I won't be able to. The screenshots that I've captured of this game didn't have multiple dudes.
The other ones? No, he's falling behind.
I'm aware, Stripes, but what I'm saying is this. The screenshots that I saw didn't have multiple dudes. The game has only just begun and I've gotten these dudes. Now, on one hand, it might make sense that for promotion of the game's artwork and style, they just chose not to include the little dudes. But what if, when I eventually run into dangerous things like a shark, these dudes save me somehow? You know what I mean? What if these dudes are representations of my health? And right now I have 2 health, or 2 chances to get fucked.
Well, this game did just start, but I get the feeling there's not going to be a lot of combat.
You don't know that. Just because there aren't combat doesn't mean there isn't an obstacle. Seahorse!
Oh.
Hey. Hey.
You wanted to tell you it's a seahorse?
You pregnant? You pregnant, seahorse?
Daddy pregnant seahorse?
Dude, you pregnant. He pregnant.
We love you, Aquaman.
We love you, Aquaman.
I love talking like that.
Save us, Aquaman.
Oh my god. Jordan says, I have no other stories besides almost choking on a penny while playing video games in my boxers. Why was the penny in your mouth? So many questions.
I saw the gold ones.
Hello everybody and welcome to oh, you know what I was supposed to do? Give me a second, guys.
Okay.
I was supposed to do this. Forgive me. Oh, did I not do it? Oh, it's like ready to be done right now. Ain't that something? Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, you know what I'm also supposed to do? I'm supposed to go to narrated. Okay. Alright guys, I love you. Forgive me. I'm posting a link in the chat. What I want you guys to do is just to upvote like the Colby thing on that page if you have a Reddit account, because I want that to gain some traction and hopefully show up on Rising, and that way that'll get people who haven't been here before into the chat. So once again, welcome to the 8th Confession Podcast. Tonight we're talking about times we almost died. Jordan just said they almost choked on a penny while playing video games, and there's that. And Sean Watson says, confession, one of the more thrilling times I nearly died was needing to use the secondary parachutes on a tandem skydive. Holy shit. So he was on a skydive, and a little bit of bubbles right here. That doesn't have anything to do with me, right? Okay, so Sean was on a skydive one time, apparently, and the initial chute failed.
Ugh.
Yeah, dude. Can you imagine days before they were carrying backup chutes? That shit's scary as a motherfucker. That shit is scary as a motherfucker. Wow, man. Well, I'm glad you're still here, Sean. Sounds crazy. Sounds like you've been playing a little bit faster and looser with the lottery of existence than other people have. Now, Kira says, Jordan, my little sister choked on a penny when I was 3. It's my second earliest memory. My mom held her by her ankles, whacked her on the back, and the coin shot out and hit the window, thank God. Now, that is a creative version of the Heimlich maneuver.
Maybe she was too small.
Manuma.
Yeah, she was definitely too small.
Emrys Williams says, confession. I was driving home from work, tired as fuck, along a narrow-ass country road, and some hills. Sorry, no, this is, I don't know, something about that, man. I really like it's really setting the tone here. I was driving home from work, tired, along a narrow-ass country road, down some hills, and some guys came speeding up the other way. I have no idea. I slipped the last dude. How I slipped the last dude. Well, I'm glad you missed them, is what it sounds like you did. And that's what matters. That's pretty freaking ridiculous. Anyway. Guys, yeah, love you. Looks like Kira's gotta go. So I hope Kira has a wonderful night. Faith says, apparently when I was a baby, I tried to eat one of those plastic fresh seals that they have on pill bottles. Oh my God. My mom barely got it out of my mouth before it went down my throat. Oh God, yeah, you gotta keep just about everything away from a baby. Babies are scary. I'm sure we all came utterly close to their keys.
Your robots are keys?
Because it seems like this is indicative of like one needs to go here.
Yeah.
What if they're only one-time use? See? So he's gonna do a thing.
No, we still. Is he gonna follow you?
We'll see. He seems. Yeah, he's fine. Okay. Well, I like this area here. Oh, how do I stop?
I guess there are hazards in the ocean.
You think you're gonna make a video game with no hazard stripes?
There are some. They suck though.
Something tells me that these seals aren't friendly. I'm not interested in touching seals anyway.
But seals are great.
Not electric
eels
seals.
Or seals.
What? Did I say seals?
Yeah, you said
I
seals.
meant
like
eels, yeah. Fuck seals. Fuck them.
You don't like seals?
They're the dogs of the ocean. How can you not like seals? With their or bullshit.
Have you seen the one that looks really sad, like he did something wrong?
I'd like the seal that is like the one that's in the meme, and he's got that face on like, oh.
No, that's the one I'm talking about. The one that looks like he's guilty of it.
He didn't do anything wrong. He's just in a situation where it's like, oh my God. Guys, welcome once again to the 8th Confession Podcast. I'm joined here by Stripes. Her and I are burning up in this room that used to have AC in the window, but does not anymore. In our face. Screw our regulation of body temperature, bing bong. Sonan Mew says, love your shelves and be careful, you bunch of planks. I don't. Oh. What? No, never mind.
Shelf isn't a fish pun.
Come on. Guys, how's your day been? Otherwise, you know what I mean? You guys been taking it easy? Everything been going well? Hopefully you haven't run into any metaphorical sharks in your day. So let's go ahead and pop down to whatever the hell that is, because it is glowing something fierce. Why do I get the feeling I like missed something? You ever feel like that?
Like you missed a buddy?
Yeah. I want all my buddies. What's that? I gotta make damn sure I miss any fucking buddies out here. I think I would have seen him though, to be completely honest. It's just I didn't really want to spend too much time in the eel zone. No, the shark's gone. The shark only appeared as what I would imagine is the game's, you know, here is a shark, behold portion, you know. I doubt that shark was even available for interaction with, you know. I'm sure that part will come soon though. What?
I only see two.
They're all there.
There you go, there you go.
They're all there. Hey, fishies.
What are these very transparent fishies?
I don't know. I think unless I find something to wait, I can just meditate on anything? Let's see if I can go to the ground and just meditate on the ground. Never tried that. Can I meditate on the sea floor? Does not appear that I can. Hey, they talkie.
Oh! They're so cute.
Yep.
I didn't know they made noises.
Yeah, these are my friends. They're great. And one of them is gonna die, if not all of them, because you know that's how the world works. I'm gonna form an attachment, and they're gonna die. There's that. So Thomas the Dank Engine says, Jordan, I got hit by a train, and he wrote "by," like B-Y-E. Love that. And got launched into a manhole, I guess. You got hit by a train and launched into a manhole. This coming from Thomas the Dank Engine. Why do I not believe that? What was the train going like half a mile an hour? The train was going fast enough to hit you and launch you, but not fast enough to kill you. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck's really going on?
Some kind of pod.
Sean, yeah, he was like, come on, man. Sean Watson says, I turned around in my seat while driving on the freeway and hooked my finger down my choking 3-year-old son's throat to pull out the snack he was choking on. Man, this guy's pretty talented. Sean Watson, the multitasker. You won't see a test like that in a video game. No, I don't think you will, buddy. So then Mew says, Cyael, what about your confession? I'm sure you have a story. How many times I've almost been stabbed? I told you, like, I don't know if you guys know about that one time that these 3 dudes jumped me and I kicked both of their asses. I say both because the third guy kind of just like helped one guy and then ran away. Didn't get too involved. But I bust this one dude's jaw off. I remember how scared I was because I felt like I was gonna, you know, I was gonna be the one to get in trouble. And it's a terrible thing. Like, this was after I had lost faith in the law system in our country and shit like this. And I hope that it never happens to you. I hope you never get that veil pulled over from over your eyes and realize that only if you're willing to throw a shitload of money at the way that the courts and, you know, the law in general works in this country, you're not really going to see justice. So I hope you continue to, I don't know, afford the illusion of living in a world where justice is going to be served and the law is on your side. But long story short, man, I'm living a life now where if some shit were to really go down, I wouldn't immediately call the police because the police don't have your back. Nobody has your back. Only niggas got your back is, you know, a lawyer that's gonna postpone some shit if you throw enough money at them. Long story short, in this scenario where these 3 racist dudes, you know, jumped my ass, and I literally fought back, self-defense. You see what I'm saying? Because I did more damage to them than they did to me. I knew that just based on the way it looked, they could say anything, I could say anything, and it would look worse for me because that's just the way that the world goes. And imagine living in fear when you've technically done nothing wrong. You're like fighting for your life.
If I remember right, you pulled a man's shirt over his head or something?
How do you remember that story? I don't remember telling it to you.
You told it to me so many times, 3 at least.
Yeah. Let's not worry about the specifics. But I guess it happened.
Oh, you didn't mention it happened in Texas.
Okay, Stripes. Any more, you know, you want to give a street name or anything like this? Idiot. Fucking, here I am, guys. What the bing bong's really going on? I should have seen something like this. It's not Atlantis. Something about this is very spiritual and I enjoy it. The fact that you could meditate in the game was very cool, even if it was the game's way of just showing you that you can look at the screensaver that is our little underwater video game from the perspective of many different fish. The fact that meditation was what they called it was something interesting. And now we've come down here and we're in some sort of, you know, if this were a real building or structure, it would look at the architecture. This is something, this is vaguely psychedelic for me, but not, you know, insanely. I just love the visuals. And if the game's got more of this kind of shit to offer, I'm gonna be so down. That being said, welcome once again, everybody, to the 8th Confession Podcast. I am going to shamelessly plug that subreddit that I made recently and ask that whoever hasn't yet just goes there and upvotes the most recent thing that I posted, which was a Colby narration, one of the more infamous Reddit stories about a guy and, you know, his sexual relationship with a dog and how it fucked up his whole family. Tonight on the 8th Confession Podcast, we're going to be talking about times you almost died. I really love the water animation towards the bottom. Oh, would you look at that? Has that been there?
I think, isn't that how you got here?
No, I got here from above. I love the water animation because it's like, even though I'm swimming,
there's more water.
There's like a deeper fucking, that would be amazing if real life worked like that.
What's that thing over there? You get closer?
Thomas the Dank Engine says, I made it up. Teehee. Well, usually have Hannah or somebody on top of this kind of crap, but I'm just gonna personally put this little fuckboy on timeout. I'm sure it'll be worth it as far as he's concerned, having written something for me to read. But fuck that guy. Mr. Squeaky. Oh, Mr. Squeaky Weeky. That's like a Rick and Morty character now. Confession. This kid I knew almost got killed by getting hit by a car. He did a cartwheel 7 feet in the air. How did he fucking survive? Getting hit by a car, dude, it's not even usually the landing that fucks you. You know what I mean? Sometimes you are dead by the blunt trauma from being hit by that fucking vehicle. Before you hit you're literally dead before you hit the ground. You know? I see something up there.
But the pearl.
It's a good thing I came to investigate. These seem to be more of these horseshoes, but there's something inside of them. Are we not meant to interact? Are you guys not real? You're swimming away from me. What have I done?
Maybe they're spiritual manifestations. They are the guardians of these lands.
Shut up, Stripes. What a Stripes. Oh my god, what a Stripes. Sona Mew says, I don't have faith in law system either. I have people around me saying things about how it's good, so athletes got caught beating someone, but I'm just like, you don't know that's true. You guys have no idea unless you've been in it yourself or you have a family member who's been inside of it. Because, and I don't mean this to be rude, guys, but it's just the way that we work sometimes as humans, as we don't know the ins and outs of some things. We're not super interested in the ins and outs of some things, and we don't become invested or aware of the ins and outs of some things unless we're forced to. So if you have like a family member who is deep in the pussy of the legal system or the law system or the court system, because of something that's gone down in their life, you can see that frustration, you can see that disappointment, you can sometimes feel their pretty much unwillingness to accept just how bad it is, you know? Sometimes the way that it works is that you get a lawyer, and if you're defending against something, they can just put more time between you and defending it to try and get better deals. If you're, trying to get somebody for something, I mean, it still seems to take even more time. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. But you really do find that it's super duper plutocracy. You already know that. You already know that the more money you have, the more you can get done, right? But
I just noticed your friends aren't with you.
Well, not while I'm here, wherever this is. What is this?
Oh?
Guys, welcome once again to the 8th Confession Podcast. We're playing Abzu, a game where... Wow, look at the rays. That is visually beautiful. Now, tell me it's gonna... What the hell? What the bing bong? Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is quite the game. So welcome to the 8th Confession Podcast. My 3 drones rejoin me. We're talking tonight about times that you almost died. If you feel like sharing, feel free to. If you don't, you can just sit and watch or listen as well. Hope you've had a wonderful day and that it continues to stay good as you proceed into the night. Or if it's nighttime for you and, you know, it's becoming morning, you know, who knows, yeah. You a mom? Happy Mom's Day, apparently. Sean Watson says, confession. When I was 8, I wanted to hang out with the big kids in my court. I went swimming in his pool, and he held me under the water till I almost blacked out. You know how many kids have killed other kids by drowning them? My man, I didn't know that you were real.
Can you ride them?
Of course I can ride them, and that's what I'm gonna do.
They're kind of slower than the other fish.
But he's still gorgeous. The Menthol bathed in his wondrous glory. Bing bong. Come with me, other Menthals. You think he'll go into this new area? Yeah, me and my niggas. Now they seem to be turning away, so I'm just gonna go myself. What was the point of this thing happening down here, though? Dude, this is crazy.
Wait, you didn't actually go to that portal underneath.
I don't think it was about that area. Strips. What the hell? Alright, alright, alright.
Maybe you need more of those things that are following you.
No, Stripes, it's just an area I'm not meant to go. When the game was clearly indicating in which area in which I should go when a door opened up. I think this is where we're headed now. Cyael says, confession. I once went in a crosswalk and forgot to look both ways, and a Mack truck stopped about a foot away from me. Damn, son. I'm glad you're still here. Wiper Willie says, hello. Jordan Brown says, teacher is real. Nah, homie is back, says, one day was getting some chocolate milk and then I stepped on a Lego. Proud of him. Proud of him, you know what I'm talking about? I didn't know that's what kind of baby back bitches they making where this fool grew up. I'm talking about, I stepped on a Lego, baby. Hey, look, we have things on walls. Now this is interesting.
Ancient ruins.
In the room with the jellyfish.
Do you think they'll hurt you?
Well, I'm not going to go rubbing up against them. Because you won't feel the pain now. It's when you get out of the water, you'll be like, oh my god. Decrypt it. Drones, I'm sure you guys are... They have flashy lighties. Yeah. Flash-lighted drones. Flash-lighted drones. Tony Mew says, Cyael, that sounds like some anime shit. Well... Y'all out here living these anime lives. Jessica Leso says, confession. Similar to Sean, I was swimming at a pool party in my camp when some bullies got a bit too aggressive and held me under. The last thing I remember was throwing up water. Jesus Christ. I'm glad that Jessica's fine. Jessica's a wonderful contribution to the world. We'd be nothing without her. She's so great, you know? She's so great. Again, guys, fuck me. Do you have any idea how many people have been drowned by other kids playing too violently and being dicks? And it's so weird because it's like, you must know that you can kill this motherfucker. That's what you can do. You can kill this motherfucker. And they just do it. It happens so often with kids. It's fucking wrong. But it's so scary to think about you guys having had these experiences, you know? Like I said, our continuing existence is just the result of endless lotteries that we win on a daily basis. We could have heart attacks, we could have aneurysms, we could literally be on the shitter pooping and have a heart attack. You know, I'm talking about push too hard one day. Literally, a car could come through our house right now. Some guy just not seeing the turn or some bullshit like that. You know what I'm talking about? That's the simplest.
It terrifies me every day that people die eating. Like, choking is really scary to me.
People fucking laugh to death. I was musing on this the other day. I was thinking, you know, I wonder if anybody, like, this is a perfect question to ask. I was right. My drones would die. He did nothing to deserve that, Stripes.
I'm so sorry.
These drones are indicative of my health. And I'll probably... But I could do nothing. That must have just served as an in-game, you know, demonstration of how things are gonna go down. These drones are indicative of my health.
Do you think you'll find another one? Because it's been a while.
But he did nothing. It's as if he existed just for the purpose of showing me that these are how things are gonna go down. But I fucking came to that conclusion on my own. Why did he need to be sacrificed? And this is the point. You know, I wouldn't have had so warm a reaction to these things swimming around with me if they weren't at some point going to leave me. An eye on that wall appears to be blinking. Who gives a shit? Welcome once again, everyone, to the 8th Confession Podcast. I hope you guys have had a wonderful day. Sona's like, oh, Cyael shrieked. Who is this nah homie nigga again? Saying egg, 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 oh shit. So I gotta block him myself. Girls, you're usually so on top of this. Faith, I'm guessing Hannah's probably busy, but that's fine. Mackie S says confession, sister's response. When she was 7, she choked on a juice straw from pretending to be a walrus. I tried helping. I ended up laughing too much to actually help, being a kid myself at the time. Well, that's what's up. Jessica says, by the way, I literally suppressed that memory until Sean said something. Well, I hope you can suppress it again and you don't have to think about it. Sorry. Booker Caller says, what is this game about? Abzu's just a game where apparently we're swimming. And that's that. You know, there are going to be obstacles, I'm sure, and shark killing my dudes, which are indicative of my health, which I didn't really want, and that's great. Hey, did I post the link?
You posted it twice, but you can...
But I posted it just now. No, guys, love you. If you have a Reddit, go upvote that post for me, and we'll see if we can get it some traction. Because, I mean, it is my subreddit, so it's not like we can get in trouble for brigading or something. Yeah, so hopefully somebody in Rising will see that, and it'll be a little turn on to something they didn't know was all about. So Nimu says that was hilarious. You know I love you, Cyael. Hannah went to bed, I think. Oh no. She texted me earlier saying her family was giving her shit, so who knows. Jessica Lasso says, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Lasso. It's probably Lasso, otherwise there'd be an extra S, but just because it's her last name wouldn't mean that it's pronounced the same way that the word would be. Kyle, is this worth, you know, narrating this line of thought? Stop me if you want to stop me, Stripes. Nah. Stripes said, nah. Jessica Lasso says, also, which is an anagram of her last name. Also? You like that? I took the time...
Does she have 4 names?
What do you mean?
It's an anagram.
An anagram is not the same as an acronym?
Oh.
You fuck. I'm not stupid anymore. I love the strawberry, the evil strawberry video. If you guys haven't seen that, that's an old internet video. So Sarah Hershey says, hey, I wonder if that's the same Sarah Hershey that is a PS4 acquaintance. Jessica Lasso says, also, another incident a few years later that almost led to me drowning has led me to developing thalassophobia and literally can't watch the screen right now. Jesus Christ, the poor girl. Apparently, I don't know what thalassophobia is. I've never heard of it. But if she can't watch the screen, then it means that she probably has some kind of phobia that is associated with swimming or being underwater. And the fact that she can't watch this playthrough sucks. because she's been in scenarios where she's... It just took my drones.
I think they'll be back.
We'll see. Another welcome to everybody tonight in the 8th iteration of the Confession Podcast. Today we are talking about times you almost died, and it breaks my heart to know that Jessica, you know, because of her involvement in stupid underwater crap that is not her fault, has a fear now of water. Which means, like, I probably couldn't even be around her in person because I'd make her so wet. You know what I'm talking about? No, all right, look, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at Stripes trying to get a laugh out of her. She doesn't find me funny at all, which I really enjoy. Sorry. But that's not what this is about tonight. It's not the Make Cyael Laugh stream in which I'd probably just like be laying down jokes until the other time. You know, Nicholas Thorne hits us with also when I was like 8 years old, I chewed on things and I almost choked on a popsicle stick. I had to shove my hand down my throat to pull it out. I wonder just how many stories about
putting something in your throat.
Alright, Stripes, now I'm a gamer, so I'm gonna have to come to some conclusions here. Upon my arrival on the other side of whatever this big ass door is, I have not been refunded the drones that I saw go down into the little compartment at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume or hypothesize here that was the first level that I cleared. Okay. And, you know, I found those little drones and then they went into the thing. It seemed that one of those drones' destiny was to die as part of a little in-game fucking demonstration that they're okay, I am part of some sort of...
You found the fish freeway.
What an interesting name, Stripes. Stripes is crazy. Fish freeway, let's go, guys. Beep beep. Come in, guys. We gotta get to the fish Starbucks. Do it. Yeah. This is cool.
Are those red snappers?
They probably, I don't know. It seems kind of deep, but I don't know. Maybe they put everything in there. Wow, look at some of those. Yeah. Look at the rainbow ones.
I thought those are parrot fish.
And I say, hey.
Because they're gay? Because they're rainbow? No?
Parrot fishes aren't gay.
You know what? Fuck trans people. I'm kidding.
What? How'd you get there?
That's why I thought it was funny. It's just like how out of nowhere I'm just like, whoa, what the hell? 30 trans people watching the stream. Have you almost had a near-death experience because of somebody that was racially or, you know, prejudice against what you're about? Now, this is something interesting. You should hear the music, too. It's like straight out of fucking...
Is that a dolphin? It's so strangely
This is some Pixar animated... These are dolphins! Oh my god, they're beautiful! Wow. I'm so sorry because I'm genuinely enjoying this. And the fact that, jeez, look how dense it is. Dude, the PS4 is handling this marvelously. Not that these are like the cutting edge graphics or anything, but it's still visually impressive as fuck. This is dynamic. I really enjoy this.
Where are you heading?
Who knows where I'm heading? Who knows where the fish freeway finds its last stop? Do you think I'll pop up and it'll take me out of the water and then I'll do a flippy?
No.
Nah, I'm in the water. It's over.
Oh, what are those? There must be like...
This. I am equally as impressed with... Hey, that one's pretty big. He's eating the other fishy. Are you crazy?
Does that mean he might eat you?
Nigga. Just because fishes eat fishies don't mean they gonna eat me. We'll keep it to sharks. Sharks have a bad stigma. They got a bad rap as it turns to Dolphiny. Dolphin? Dolphin anywhere.
I don't...
Damn, those dolphins are fast. You! Yeah!
Maybe they're elves.
The common dolphin. A dolphin.
I've never seen a dolphin that looks that way.
They're so cute. Yeah.
Do they make noises at you? Like, do they make a little laugh?
Yeah, dolphin. Jump it, yeah.
Oh.
I made him do that. Like, I went up like this, like,
Yeah, we're gonna jump it together. Yeah.
dolphin. Okay, So guys, sorry, I kind of just lost myself in the game for a little bit. Welcome to the 8th Confession Podcast, talking about times you almost died. Almavrakis says, confession. When I was 16, I went to Japan for a Japanese class trip. My class went to downtown Tokyo to have some time shopping, and my friend brought some Krispy Kreme donuts. Nice. Why, I have no idea. I think to fall backwards, I threw my hands back and thought I threw my donut off the side, so I turned to grab it and almost threw myself off the edge. My friends both grabbed me from falling off, and we were about 3 floors up, and I looked at my friend with the donut in my mouth and said, "At least I have my donut." He told me to shut up before I fall off. We managed to pull me back up. You almost died over a donut, mate. You almost died over a donut, mate. That shit's real. What the genuine motherfucker? Kind of scary ass life. It was a Krispy Kreme donut,
No,
so I guess
like,
if you're gonna die over a donut, make sure it's that prime shit. You know what I mean? Hey, what kind of donut you almost died off of? Oh, it was the one from Walmart. That's kind of like the generic brand. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
that's not gonna make for a great story at a funeral. He was a great man, but he died on a cheap donut. Flew over a 30-story and he dropped. Wait, are these
what
alive?
are those things? They're like tubes.
Underwater life fascinates me, you know. It really breaks my heart, the situation with Jessica, because she can't look at the screen because of incidents that she had, as far as almost drowning. That sucks, you know.
Have you ever looked at underwater photography? Like people underwater?
Yeah, why?
It's really neat. I really like it, especially when they're in, like, not traditionally swimwear and they're in dresses and stuff.
Now that I'm thinking about it, we could probably make an entire list about shit that we almost choked on when we were younger.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the ladies could make a list of stuff that they almost choke on every day. Bing bong. I'm kidding. That's not funny. Because it's also a world where men are choking on them same bing bongs as well. You know what I mean? Oh my god.
When you say it makes me think it's not consensual.
You better choke on it. Like what? Renato Paulo. Shit. Fuck me. Renato Paulo says, "Hi, gays." Well done. Fucking guy. I'm glad I mispronounced it the first time now. Oh, man. Pesil says, "I almost drowned 12 years ago. Like to pushing my limit. Swam out 30 meters. Wanted to make it to the bridge. Really pushing it too hard. Can't take it anymore, and I dive up. When my eyes are above the water level, I take a deep breath, mouth still underwater, black out, wake up 2 hours later, don't know what happened." Nigga, you just got saved. It sounds like. You're lucky to be alive.
What if you, like, made it back to shore half conscious and forgot?
Jessica just had my exact thought, and she's saying it's crazy how many almost drowning stories there are with people watching this. But, you know, a lot of people didn't develop what you developed, Jessica, and that really sucks. I really hope that in time you can come to overcome this. Because I feel like you're being robbed.
I keep wanting to ask you to share another story, but they're coming in pretty steadily, actually.
Yeah, Stripes, shut up. Yeah. I'm kidding. Oh my god, shut up, Stripes. Chill. She's giving me looks like, how dare you? Anyway, guys, yeah, I posted a link to my subreddit, and I was wondering if the latest thing that's there you could upvote, because I'm trying to get that traction. It's the Colby story, which, if you guys haven't seen it or don't remember it, is a story of a boy who was inappropriate with a dog. And it kind of like ruined the relationship between the mother and the rest of the father and the rest of the family, and that sucks in like a big way. Creative Mer says, "I've almost drowned 5 times. As a kid 2 times, duck pond 2 times, in a river once, and in a river, and twice at the beach." No, 2 times at a duck pond, 2 times in a river, and once at the beach.
What were you doing, like, submerged in a duck pond?
I guess that's how some kids get down, you know what I mean?
Maybe he was trying to catch tadpoles.
What do you mean?
Yeah, froggies are in ponds too. Maybe not duck ponds.
Hey, look, it's another one of those meditation spots. I can probably be the dolphin. Do you want to be the dolphin? Be heard. Well, you like the little flippy?
That's a really odd way to attach yourself to that.
Shut up. I'm gonna do it again because you got a problem with it. You know what I mean? Be heard as I do my flippy rip into position.
It's so awkward looking.
Okay, let's go to the dolphin. You better go to the dolphin first. Yeah, it knows what's up. It knows what's up. I am the dolphin. Yeah. We should just be a dolphin for a while, guys. We should just be a dolphin. Jessica says, "Thank you for your kind words. Just the truth. I'm sorry that I feel like you're missing out, and that sucks. You know."
I wish the dolphin would eat something.
Alamavraki says, "I gotta head back to work. Good luck on the stream, Cyael." Thanks, Alamavrakis. Sonan Mew says, "Oh, I've heard that story, Cyael. Haven't you read it before? The story you were talking about with the dad and the son and the dog? Yes, I have read it before. I was sending you to a subreddit of mine to to upvote my narration of the story."
It's a video attached to that Reddit.
Mackie S says, "Gotta go. Have a lovely evening." And I hope everybody's having a good evening otherwise. Once again, welcome to the 8th Confession Podcast. Stripes has something to say.
I love how colorful the plant life is.
Now that I'm realizing that this is more than just a kind of screensavery type thing, Stripes, if you go from the perspective of many of these different creatures, it kind of allows you a very big view of the map that you're on.
That's what I thought it was for initially. I thought it was for scouting.
Well, I wasn't thinking of it like that. But now that I can see from a higher perspective, I can see a couple of things that I need to go pick up as far as the game is concerned. So as I kick off from this thing and head up to the top portion, I think I saw a seashell up there.
Some of these fishes I recognize from Animal Crossing.
Some of these fish you recognize from Animal Crossing?
Yeah, when you fish, there's actual fish you catch.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. Maybe you got a 1-up.
A 1-up. Shark just come out and chomp some shit. It's a good thing I've got such a belly for technology, because if not, I guess I just have to eat human flesh. Boxy polygon human flesh. You know, if I was out here with like a juicy booty hoe, you know what I mean, and she was in her swimsuit like,
God damn, it's just so form-fitting. My butt is so nice, and my titties too. Jeez, it's like I was poured into this wetsuit.
The shark would be all like, baby. He'd be so sexually impressed that he would eat her, and not the good way. He would just chomp her up. Oh, Cyael, are you implying that because this guy doesn't have curves, that it's kind of chiseled? Yeah, that's the best I've ever done it.
You're not a dolphin, as much as you want to be.
You're saying, hey, I did it. Anyway, I was just thinking to myself, do you think there's an achievement associated with getting out there and doing a flippy whips? And I just tried it, and when I did it, come on, guys, we're gonna go up there, come on, get it. Wait, what the fuck was that?
Why do the fish do it too?
Oh, that was so cool.
They shouldn't do that.
Fish do whatever I want them to do. Come here, guys, we gotta do it again. Oh, play Aquaman. It's gonna be fun, Aquaman. Yeah. Yeah. Get that dolphin. Get that dolphin. Dolphin. Yes, dolphin. Dolphin. Yeah. That's enough. I'm sorry, guys. Forgive me all the stupid shit that I'm doing. Now, Cyael Willard hits us with a confession in the Confession Podcast. Just had like a brain hemorrhage. It's okay. Cyael Willard. Cyael Willard says, confession. When I was 7, I fell down a flight of metal stairs. Jesus. Why did you put fell in quotations? Was it actually you being pushed, dude? I don't like the idea of you getting pushed downstairs, I'm sorry. And Creative Mer says, I almost broke my neck when I was 12. That could have been fatal due to some kids pulling a chair away when I was about to sit down. Jesus Christ. The school didn't do shit. The amount of dumb luck I have, though. Fuck those assholes.
I actually got motion 6 in the airplane.
Motion 6?
Sick in the airplane for once.
Hey, look, if you got motion 6 on the plane, at least it wasn't motion 7. You like it? You like that one? It's bad. It's bad. At least motion 7 is better than motion 8.
I hate you.
Oh my god, that shit's great. Oh my god, motion 6. Motion 7. I had saved that clip. Woo. Dude, somebody is not in the mood for these jokes. At any rate, Sonin Mew says Cyael chokes on his words. I'd rather choke on words than the juicy cocks you're choking on, Sona. Which again would be no big deal, I don't judge, when the boobies are huge. What's that? What are those? Those look like fucking chrome fish down there.
Oh,
they
wow.
are chrome fish. What the bing bong? Get your chrome ass out here.
Are they silverfish?
What the fuck?
Actually, I think silverfish are bugs. I guess they can't leave.
It still pisses me off. They're like gorgeous. Hey, dolphins, let's go inside there. Dolphin, come here. Dolphin. Get down there, Dolphin.
Is that a place you can't go into yet?
I don't know. I feel like it's where I shot out when we got out of the fish freeway, as you called it. Fuck. Oh boy, Kyle Willard says, I cheated on a game of Monopoly and my former friend thought the reasonable punishment was to try to kill me. How'd he try to do it, Kyle? We need to know. We need to know. Cyael needs to know. Sean Watson says, confession. My local grocery store used to have their swing sets on display in front of the store until I cracked my head open on them. Put an end to that real quick. Is there some sort of compensation, Sean Watson? Why do I feel like Sean Watson normally had a picture associated with his name, and now there's just an S? What's that
I remember
about?
a man in a doorway for some reason for his icon. Might be wrong.
I feel like I've done what I can out here, and it's time to go.
Yeah, you've been here for a while.
You've been here for a while with your Parker. Open it.
Where's
Open
the
it.
lock?
Open it. It's right there.
What? Oh, he cleared the way.
Just like the one before him did.
I forgot.
Seems that we're entering another fish freeway. But this time, there's a turtle.
What? There was a turtle.
Tried to get the turtle. Couldn't get the turtle. Come here, guys.
Slow down. Maybe he'll catch up.
Turtle not gonna catch up. Come here, guys.
Come here, guys. Yeah.
Sean says he logged on a new computer and maybe the pictures are disabled. So I see. I'm getting kind of hungry, Stripes.
There's pizza in the fridge.
Huh?
What's wrong?
It's those chrome fish again.
Orcas!
Holy fuck. The Korayui. Bing Burger.
They're so much smaller than I remember.
They're so majestic. Swordfish. Oh,
Whoa, they're
big
huge.
birds. Behold
Is
Demari.
that it? Oh no, that's a
And
dead
hammerhead shaku. And regular shaku. Wow.
Is it okay to be around them since the orcas can?
We're in the fish freeway, otherwise known as the jet stream.
So
it is implied that we're fine. Orca whale, do a flippy. Yeah. Well, we've made it to this portion.
I don't like how gloomy it is here.
The gloomy is on purpose. It's deliberate. Because much like the first gloomy area we arrived in, Stripes, we have to take an adventure into yet another psychedelic area to remove the dark gloom and fill up the underwater pond.
Does that make you an environmentalist?
It makes you a person who... I thought I'd lost you. He was just a little slow. I'm gonna go down into the thing. Down I go. Now, Faith F says silverfish are bugs.
They are bugs.
Yes, I remember that from Minecraft. Oh boy. Now Kyle Willard says, confession. When I was 5, I tried to take a knife out of a knife block, but I was too short, and it tipped over, and about 6 massive kitchen knives barely missed me. My life is basically a bad anime. Dude, that's a really bad anime. If we ever watched an anime where like a kid almost died by some knives dropped on the floor, I'd be like, what kind of stupid ass anime is this? You know what I mean? And then he grew up to become Edward Scissor anime.
No, I can see that. A little girl in an apron wanting to cook, but she can't reach the knives. She's got a tiny apron and everything.
It sounds awfully, Stripes. Another humble welcome to everybody here on the 8th Confession Podcast. Tonight we've been talking about times you've almost died. We've been sensing a pattern here as far as times people were child or were whoa.
Drowning, choking. What's the other one?
Whoa. Are there different paths here? Oh, the implication is that that one has already been established.
Oh, okay.
No,
but there's
because they both appear to be the... No, well, this one has a trail leading towards it. So the implication may be that this is where I'm supposed to go. Yeah. And sorry, tonight on the 8th Confession Toddcast, okay? We've been talking about times I almost died. Like how I definitely died just now trying to deliver that. Been sensing a pattern as it pertains to people choking on things when they were younger. You know, when we're kids, we test the consistency of the world with our tongues. And another pattern of people being drowned, which is kind of interesting considering I'm playing a game where I'm swimming. And poor Jessica can't enjoy that, and I hate that. What? There's that. Lexia says, or you're the teacher from the first Final Destination, then you explode. Kyle Willard goes on to say, confession, the same year I did the same thing but boiling water and burned the shit out of my feet. Oh my god. Kids reaching up to shit on in the kitchen, you know what I mean? I would just tether a kid to something and he'd still find a way to kill himself, I'm sure. Sean Watson says, I was locked out of my house a few years ago and didn't want to wait for my mom, so I tried to force the window open. It shattered and slit my wrist wide open, no exaggeration. 21 stitches across. You know, wow, dude. You better have been getting the ladies, Sean Watson, with how often you are coming close to death, you know?
What, to further his genes before he kills himself?
Sean Watson already has 3 sons, he said. Sean Watson has 3 sons.
I thought he was kidding.
No, he's probably hit the, I don't know if he's kidding. I don't know. But if he does, then he's hit the fucking jackpot, dude, because girls, that's what you want. I mean, guys are what you want. What'd I say?
Girls.
Can't get girls out of my head, man. Girls.
Yeah, all I really want is...
Guys, there's my subreddit. If you have a Reddit account, ooh, it's Killer Whales. I like that one. If you have a Reddit account, just upvote the Colby narration for me. Hopefully you've heard that one that I've done already, and if you haven't, it's one where a little boy is inappropriate with a, well, not a little boy, but like a young man is inappropriate with a dog, and it screws up his family. I love this one with the whales. I love it. Not so gloomy anymore, is it, Stripes?
No, it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Jessica says, I had a tea kettle explode boiling hot water on me once. I got second-degree burns on my arm. I at least got out of doing my math homework. Jesus, guys. You guys have had some serious shit happen to you. You know what really scares me as far as like a thing that could potentially easily and out of nowhere kill me?
What's
hey, look,
that?
it's more of those rainbow fish. It's electrocution. I always get scared that I could be electrocuted or just find some kind of live current, and there's nothing I could do about that, and I would have to live for a few moments, like, knowing that I was going to die as I'm being electrocuted, perhaps not able to let go.
I've been shocked by an outlet once, but I pulled back. I wasn't, I don't know what that thing is when people just can't let go.
I finally found you, Mr. Toidle.
It's a green sea turtle, if you were wondering.
You think turtles can breach?
No.
You probably thinking wrong. We breaching it. Hey, other Toidle. We breaching. Yeah. Yeah. No, wait, you're doing it wrong. God. Adjust your external initial dampeners, turtle. God, the calibrations on this thing's way off. All right, let's do it. Woo! Yeah, the camera angle is all weird, but I did it
I
technically.
don't believe you.
You mean you don't believe me? Get over it.
I didn't see you breach the water. So
I
it
see
didn't happen.
me breach the water from above the water, so I didn't do it. This hoe. Tired of Stripes is unbelievable. Whoa, those are white and they look interesting. What are you guys? They have like horns on their head. Are they unicorn fish?
I don't know what those are.
Where are the orcas? I just missed them. Okay, orcas, come here. We're all gonna breach together, okay, guys? Come here. I've seen you guys flip before. Oh my god. Yay! That's kind of nice. Where's the meditation spot that I saw down there? There it is. Just give me a ride, give me a ride, give me a ride, give me a ride, give me a ride. Okay, bye. I'm gonna flip into position like Stripes thinks is so awesome.
It's just strange. No, God. You can't do that.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
I just did it. So you're telling me I can't do it. Like, I could do it underwater. You saying I can't do it? Let me try and do it from like a really awkward angle to show you just how easy it is.
Why are you trying to get under my skin?
Yeah. See? You just do it. See what I'm talking about? Guys, welcome once again to the 8th Confession Podcast. Hope you guys have had an interesting day. Today we've been talking about times we've almost died. A lot of people have almost drowned as a young person, almost like a rite of passage to have some asshole in your life almost drown you. Jesus Christ. A lot of people choked on things, which is more acceptable, I believe, because we are all putting things in our mouth. We've got oral fixations. You know how it goes. Now, Jessica said she almost tiptoed. No, she did have a tea kettle explode boiling water onto her and got burned, and that sucks. Dr. Scam says, I was jumping off of my front porch into a snowbank, slipped while attempting a front flip, and landed head first on the sidewalk. I was on the ground stunned for at least 10 fucking minutes. You're lucky to be alive, man. Your head is not the part of your body that is meant to absorb any kind of impact, or real talk. Sean Watson said earlier he almost died. The first parachute he pulled on a skydiving accident did not
Well, it
deploy.
wouldn't be an accident if he's alive.
What do you mean?
Like, the second one deployed, so it's technically not an accident.
I'm not saying it was. Well, you know what I'm saying? He almost died because he pulled it. This fucking woman. Jalen says, when I was 9, I was riding in a golf cart.
More than a woman.
This golf cart. Okay, my shoe was coming off, so I tried to get it on by stomping on the ground while the golf cart was still moving. I was fucked up pretty bad. My shoe's coming off. Oh my god! Can you imagine if it like ripped this kid's clean? Like, that's not funny. Like, dude, he could have died. Like, can you imagine if it ripped the kid's leg clean off though? Oh my god. Not that how that would, I'm just saying. Fuck me.
Imagining him tucking and rolling off the cart.
Dr. Scam says I also got shocked by an electrical outlet when working on my house. That's how we found out my grandmother's room was on 2 different breakers. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine turning off a breaker and assuming that you're safe? Oh my god. Snow White Revived says, man, your voice is sensational. I'm mildly aroused. That's so sweet of you.
I don't think they meant sensational.
What do you think they meant, Stripes?
Sensual.
What if they did mean sensual and they wrote sensational? Both are compliments that I'll receive, Creative Murph says, if you can free Willy, you should be able to hear.
Oh wait, how does the theme go? You should sing that.
What does that mean? No, he wrote, if you can in Free Willy, you should be able to hear.
I think he means breach with the killer whale.
Oh, yeah, because if the whale jumped out of the water like it did in Free Willy, then it should definitely be able to hear. Yeah, thank you for joining us on tonight's episode of What the Fuck Did That Guy Type in the Stream and Mean? Unbelievable.
It's a game. You gotta decipher.
What did he mean by that? Kyle Willard says, confession. Oh, it's canoe. Because on my screen, the C's look like O's a lot.
Yeah.
So it looked like my Cance. C-A-N-C-E. Or would that be pronounced cants? Who knows? My canoe had a hole that I patched with duct tape. And in the middle of the lake, it let go and it filled with water. Thank God for life vests and swimming lessons. Something tells me, like, if you patched it on both sides and you did a really good job, even duct tape would get the job done. You know what I mean? But maybe not. I don't know. You gotta go with some, like, water safe bullshit. Water will get in everything, man.
You can make a boat entirely out of duct tape.
Man. Not one layer, that's what I'm saying. Sona and Musa, can you imagine just pulling off like a finger-sized strip and going, that ought to do it. Sona and Musa says, Kyle, I've gotten so good at chemistry. I'm not asking random people for help in stream anymore. And then they wrote Pridful Pose, P-R-I-D-F-U-L. English still needs a little bit of work. Eh, Sona? Huh? English? I still love that motion 6 joke,
It's not a joke.
She said she was motion 6, and I said that's better than being motion 7. Okay.
Now you 3 me. Now 6. You 7.
Now you 3 me is the greatest fucking, like, oh my god. People are gonna get mad. They just watch me sitting on this damn. Let me do this animation one more time because it's so awesome.
Okay, that one didn't look so weird. You were coming at it from the left and then
whatever.
century.
Let me see if I can come at it real weird. Oh, yeah, that's the best one. And you go through the thing too. Fuck what you heard. That is the best one. Yep. Oh boy. Guys, Sona says, oh wait, I read that already. Sean says, I'm afraid of the snow after learning about people getting trapped upside down in snow caves under trees. Oh, dude, you're not supposed to walk under trees in snow, for sure.
I didn't know
For sure. That shit can just topple right down on you. It's fucking crazy. That's a real thing that I learned about when I was reading about, I think I was reading the search and rescue thing, the stairs in the woods bullshit. Mm-hmm. And I start hearing about, how the snow can just fall off the tree suddenly and bury your ass. That shit is not a joke.
I guess I would have never thought of that since I'm not around snow ever.
Mm-hmm. Sona and Mew hits us with another gem. Okay, true that. Prideful. Just looks weird, though. Spelled look with an E. Interesting. That is what's up, Sona. Maybe one day Sona will actually become a girl via, you know, like a bunch of surgeries and hormones, and then she'll get like plastic surgery to get really nice big boobs, and then she won't have to worry about, you know, living life or doing things well, you know. I wish I were a girl with big titties. Then I wouldn't have to have anything to offer. Having so little to offer as a guy now, I'm playing with I'm playing with fire. I'm playing hardball here. I really like the decorations in here. But I don't like that it seems as if these dudes are almost worshipping this fucking shark. And if there any indication of the proportions of this motherfucker, this guy is huge.
Maybe
you know what I mean?
He'll be blue and spiritual and can't hurt you, just like the other animals.
You think he'll talk English underwater?
No, it is I.
I am speaking telepathically with you. Speaking of big-ass fish, how about a whale? Get a whale in here. Why don't they worship the whale? They worship a giant shark.
I'm sure you'll see a whale.
There's a room in here dedicated to giant shark. With the bing bong. Pots in here, not floating or anything. Pots aren't floating. Pay attention to that kind of shit, Stripes. Maybe they're really heavy pots, Cyael. I guess. You know.
Pots wouldn't float.
Whatever.
Not if they're made out of clay.
Man. I ain't got time for all this float pot. What a crock-up pot. Listen, Faith says, once driving to school, the roads were frozen and we fishtailed into someone's yard. Wow. The ditches were deeper, we probably would have flipped. That sucks. Warlord says, I feel like my cat tried to kill me in my sleep. Oh, they do. But I like to think that most of the cats they don't try and then fail. They just reach a point where they're just like, man, who's gonna feed me?
Have you heard about the ferret that ate a baby's face?
Ferret ate a baby's face. Ferret ate a baby. There's a shark over there. Plenty of sharks, as a matter of fact. Why do I get the feeling that it is intended for me?
To only have one of those?
Get that guy.
Whoa, what is that?
Whatever it is, I'm going to be using it. It's a mahi-mahi. I didn't know that. I'm going to know this is what they look like. Oh, this is gorgeous. I want to swim right in here, but I'm scared and feel like, oh wow, this is awesome. That's happened to me in real life before. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I told you one time I was in Mexico at Puerto Vallarta and I went into the water and I had a piece of bread that I took in there.
You went coral diving?
This guy's got a mind of his own. He's so wily.
Coral reef.
I can't control this guy.
Diving? I don't know what it's called. I've been that too, but I've never had a fish swarm around me.
I cannot control this guy because he's looking for fish to eat. I want to get in that. Damn! Ah! Was that Sharky?
I don't know. I didn't see one.
Oh, whoa! Look at this shit.
Oh God! What is that?
Dude.
This is entrancing.
Wow. Oh, PS4 my bing bong. I want to fly right into them again. This is nuts.
Oh, that was a shark.
Do a flippy. I wish I could make them all follow me and then we all, damn, this is nuts. Oh God, that is a shark in there. We should get out of here.
Can you ride a shark?
Oh my God! It's a reef shark though.
So what? They don't hurt you? They're too small? I know there's some sharks that don't have teeth.
I apologize, guys. Welcome once again.
Might need to scroll up a bit. It's been a while.
Yeah, welcome once again to the 8th Confession Podcast. Tonight we are talking about times you almost died. A lot of people have almost died of drowning, have choked on things, have had scary incidents where they were skydiving. What happened to you? Lexia says, last week I was crossing a street when... Whoa. May want to pause this. Last week I was crossing the street with the right of way. I saw a guy not slowing down in my peripheral vision. I stopped in the middle of the street and he went through the light. A foot in front of me. Wow, man. Fuck some people, dude. They don't care. Some people just don't care. So I guess this is the end of this portion, and I'm sure when we get into it, my little droney one will fly down into the bottom here. Interesting.
I hope no confessions got lost. This game isn't as mindless as I thought it would be.
It's I wouldn't call it mindless.
That's
I just,
fine.
you know, I like that it's instead of a walking simulator, it's a swimming simulator. Waifu Willie says, confession. It was dark on my way to school. I thought it would be fun to speed down a street with no lights. As I got to the turn onto the main road, a car comes speeding around the corner. Jesus Christ, you guys almost getting hit by cars. A lot of people almost getting hit by cars. Sona and Mew says, creative. Thereof. That's a knee slapper right there. Thereof actually be. No, wait. No, that works. It works.
There have.
Yeah. I didn't read it in context. I was just reading thereof. And I was like, nigga, what? Anyway, there have, you just don't see that contractual use a lot. There have actually been a few cases where patients got injured because they've got the wrong prescription since they couldn't read the medical note. Hey, this one's got an orange vibe. Check it out. Kyle Willard says it's crazy how much this game can render without lag. Especially on console. Shit. Sean Watson hits us with another confession. I was in a work accident. My leg got trapped in steam exhaust. It melted all the skin right off. Oh my god, toes to the knees. What the fuck? Spent 5 months in the burn unit learning to walk again after severe muscle atrophy. Dude, Sean Watson really is ridiculous. What the fuck's going on in your life where something like that happens? That shit's scary as fuck. Lady Spook arrives in the Confession Podcast. Hello, Lady Spook. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. Tell me about a time you've almost died, Lady Spook. Was it with one of the men in your life that was just like, damn, that's what I'm talking about, and they tried to take you away, and then you're all like, no, I'm my own person.
Well, she was a juggler. I don't think a circus accident would have happened too often.
Sometimes even if you're a juggler, but if you're a sexy lady, you can't juggle all the women in your life. I mean, all the men in what? Well, yeah, when you're really that sexy, you got women and men barking up that tree. Some girls all like, hey,
Hey, you know, I've always thought about experimenting.
and you're like, what are you telling me this for? What's going on? And you're just like,
You're just so great, and you have everything that I want, and you just got it all going on. And you know, I really think that if I wish that I could be another person, that it would be you. It would be you. You look so great.
and then Lady Spook was like, oh my god. Oh my god, Jesus, I'm so scared of Sean Watson's story. He had his shit burnt the fuck off and had to learn to walk again. Steve Martinez says, once when I was little, I was in a pool alone and I sunk to the bottom and stayed there for a while until I managed to get back to the surface. Sunk to the bottom. That's crazy, man. A lot of people almost drowned. Jesus Christ. That's really intense. That is really intense.
I think one of my...
Why is Sona and Mew hitting all caps with the you need to learn how to read? Sona, you gonna need to learn how to deal with being on timeout if you don't shut the hell up. What are you talking
That
about?
doesn't sound like a timeout offense to me.
I'm not saying, that's what I'm saying, she is gonna, not that she is. What the bing bong. Kyle Willard says, Sean, steam burns are known as the worst possible burns. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we had this like steam machine at the Hollister that I used to work at, and I literally like grazed up against it, and it was like one of the worst monkeys in the world, and it didn't even hurt. It's those fish from it's the fish from Animal Crossing.
I don't see them. Which ones?
The ones where you want them to be a shark but they're not, Stripes.
Oh, okay. The sunfish. They're ocean sunfish.
Wow, I didn't even know the names of these. I've never ever seen one of these in real life, so it's super interesting. Look at it. And they're like flat too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Sunfish. How interesting. Let's breach it.
I don't know if that's air above you.
Come here. Breach it.
He doesn't want to go up.
It's a sharky works. There are a lot of little shark statues down here. What's going on in this world? You know?
How come the people in the portraits don't have like gills or anything? They're just regular people.
What do you mean?
Like in the hieroglyphics, they don't seem to be fish people. They just seem to be people. You found another friend, or your first friend.
In this area, yeah.
Yeah.
Those sunfish are big guys. Haven't seen one of these little areas in a while. Let's take care of business. Waifu Willie says that's tuna, bro. Tuna.
I think he was talking about the sunfish.
Jessica Laso says, yes, fuck the Hollister steam machine. I guess she's worked at Hollister, so she knows all about it. I literally took it right on the arm, Jesus Christ. And it like the skin came just like clean off, baby. It was just like a big pink blotch, and I didn't feel a thing. And I was like, oh my God. Like, it hurt after the fact, but I don't know. It was fucking insane. By the time that I realized there was something wrong and I was feeling a little pain, it was all fucking gone. Waifu Willie says, I choked on a ring in the 2nd grade.
How come you don't have like a scar or a patch where it would have happened?
Because it just grew back and everything's fine, you know what I mean? It wasn't as deep or intense as it could have been, I suppose. But it was enough to fucking hurt. Lexia says, a ring, waifu? Why'd you choke on a ring? Lady Spook says, my appendix burst. Wow.
Do you still have yours?
I believe so. Lady Spook says my appendix burst, but the doctors couldn't see it on the scan because it wrapped around my intestines, so they left it for a while, but thankfully they decided to take a better look and thieved it. Should I be getting my appendix removed, Stripes?
It's a time bomb, literally. The thing just exists to kill you.
So I should be getting it out? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, you can get a procedure, just take it out. It's an unnecessary organ.
There's a lot fucking going on over here, and I'm kind of scared.
It's gonna give out eventually. It's not a if, it's a when.
So all people's gallbladders give out?
Not
like
gallbladders.
Appendixes, guys?
Yeah.
So I have to get like health insurance and stuff? I'm scared. I haven't been to it for a checkup in like years, guys. Seriously.
Well, you'll know when your appendix bursts. Trust me.
How?
There's pain. There's a lot of pain.
But I've been in a lot of pain before, and sometimes I just think I gotta poop. That's super scary, guys. Actually, just meditate again. Let me get into these. Let me see. Cyael says, why does Hollister have a steam machine? I think it's because we need to straighten the clothes, you know, when we're putting them out and stuff. Get wrinkles occasionally. Sarah says, I got my gallbladder removed after my grandma died, and also had jaw surgery a year ago, or the day that happened. The stream machine. Kyle Willard says, is that a fucking whale? Oh my fucking God, bro, what is that? Oh boy.
I haven't seen a whale yet.
Kyle Willard confession, got too drunk at a party and fell through a glass table, 25 stitches on my legs. Jesus Christ, you guys are ripping yourselves the fuck up. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do not rip yourself up so hard. You guys are lucky to make it out of shit like that. I want to go down here. Please don't let no damn sharks come out of nowhere in this bitch. Something shining down there. Let's hope it's one of these fucking seashell thingies. You can get out of here. Up we go. Yeah. Yeah. What a shallow little jump. Let's go back down. Love you all. Hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome again to the 8th podcast. Sean Watson says, Stripes, I started drawing that comic to show you, but I just couldn't stop. It got too detailed.
Oh, well, that's okay. He actually tweeted, he tweeted me the comics he made, and we talked about, inking it, like, digitally, but I don't have any examples, like, of just line art, because no one ever pays me for that. I'd have to go into my files, and I don't have those right
They're
now.
manatees. And they have all kinds of shit on their back. Is this normal?
Like, maybe it's, algae. It could be algae.
Manatees are so cute.
Let's try and breach with a manatee. No, go up there. You want to do it? You see, Carol. I'm a manatee. Really, I got blubber. Keeps me cold. Keeps me warm. Oh shit. One of those things. I'm stupid. I'm a manatee. Oh my god. Hey, that gate's closed, which is an indication that there's supposed to be like another thing for me to go to. You know?
Can you sit on the... Oh, okay, they're just sharks.
Did I open this one already? I don't think I did. Now, Sona and Mew said that she read a story where a girl mistook her appendix bursting for cramps. Did she survive? You know what I mean? Or is this something she wrote in a diary and then, like, they discovered after she died? Creative Mer says, my sisters both had got endo, and they get it to the point where they faint from the pain. What's endo, guys?
I don't know what endo is.
What's endo, guys? I don't know. Am I drifting? Interesting. And Lady Spook says, oh god, I had that, Mer. It's the worst. Sean Watson says, my mom was in the hospital about to give birth, and she thought she had to poop, sat on the toilet, and my little brother came out. I call him Toilet Baby. Now he's 21. That's the greatest name ever. Toilet Baby. Oh my god, we gotta make a toy called Toilet Baby. Or an animated short. And I can do the voice of Toilet Baby. I'm Toilet Baby.
Why would you want to be the toilet baby? I'd rather be the mom than the toilet baby.
Because it's a money maker, alright? Jessica Lasso says, I have endo. It's the worst thing in the world. What is endo, guys? Sona and Mew says she survived. Yeah, Cyael. Her boyfriend told her dad, and her dad was like, take her to the hospital now. And they're probably still paying the bill for it. But I guess it's better than being dead, right, guys? Jessica says, well, not in the world, but it does suck. Guys. Endometriosis. I just don't know what it is, guys. I love you to death, but forgive my ignorance as it pertains to this thing. I don't know what endo is. You guys will have to explain it to me. I understand from context clues that there's a bit of pain, you know, a bit probably being modest as it pertains to having this thing, but I don't know a large amount about it, so educate me here. I'm only learning now that if I fucking my appendix bursts, that I'm gonna have to know that it's an appendix bursting and go to the hospital. Also, I'm a fat guy. We were supposed to go walking today and we didn't. Isn't that something? We didn't go walking at all
Hey,
today.
I got dressed to go walking. You decided I wanted to.
Like, I was really hot today because the air condition had like a fucking, you know, episode. Thank God I found another one of these boys. My boys, my baby boys. Lady Spook says it's basically Satan living inside you. That's how it feels. Sona says it's a disorder in which tissue that normally lines the uterus grows outside the uterus. Fuck, that sounds
common?
devastating. That sounds devastating. You poor girls. Just come over to Cyael's house and let me hold you for a little bit. I'm kidding. Not to belittle the pain you're going through. I really am. I fucking feel horrible that has to happen to you at all. Because you can probably feel it. I had a girl in, like, at a X, where like, once we were in school and I just had to leave to get her some Midol because her cramps are so bad that she would literally, like, fetal position out at school. Like, incapable of doing anything. I had to leave one day. And, she had a really big ass, though. And, like, nice hips. And as crazy as that sounds, Stripes, I like to think that the more womanly some girls are, you know what I mean?
The more they can get you to do.
What are you talking about? Shut up, Stripes. I'm saying the more womanly they are, the more they have going on, the more intense their times are, you know? Like, as rude as that sounds, I'm saying maybe a flat-chested girl with no hips wouldn't have, like, the craziest cramps. But, like, the more she has going on, the more pain she's going to be in when the time comes. Is that crazy to say?
Is it because outwardly they just look like they're flowing with estrogen? Is that what you're saying?
You're taking it too far. I don't know what I'm saying sometimes. You're just making it a thing. So then says, oh, no. Sean says for Mother's Day, I treated my wife to sitting next to me while I play Fallout 4. Oh my god. Sean says I gave her a box of chocolates and a card and a rose, so I don't feel bad. Well, if she likes, you know, I gotta find a lady who's all about me watching video games. You know, I mean, playing video games. You know what I mean?
My mother, after my youngest brother was born, she went into the hospital. She went back to the hospital just for a check-in. That's what you do after babies are born.
And they found you and your sister.
No, he's my youngest brother. How does that work?
I don't know.
What I was gonna say is they found the startings of uterus cancer inside of her a few months after my brother was born.
Jesus Christ. She got rid of it though, right?
Yeah, but she was sterile after that. It doesn't matter, she has 4 kids.
That fucking sucks. But hey, at least she doesn't have to pay for it. Waka waka. You know, to get her tubes tied or something. I'm just joking. That's terrible. But, holy shit, man. It's crazy how, like, you know, some people just pop in for shit that's not even relevant to the whatever it is, and they find cancer in there. That is nuts. I'm super sorry. Everybody almost died, man. Now, it appears that Sona says, Cyael, I throw up on my cramps, go into the fetal position, and break out into cold sweats. Think I'm womanly? I mean, it all depends on the ass and the thighs that you got, girl. Maybe if you got huge titties, that's what I'm saying. My point is, I'm trying to figure out, Scooby-Doo investigation style, if there's a correlation between how much you got going on physically, like shapely. You know, women have like the curves, right? I'm trying to find out if there was a correlation between
when I was in high school, I used to get really bad cramps.
Sorry, my brain is thinking way too hard about this.
But they don't happen anymore.
Like the chains are feeding into the gate, yet the doors are opening. Part of me wants to be like, okay, the chain should pull out and then the door will open. But it's just a silly little video game and you don't need to worry about the technicality. I mean, I can see where feeding the chains in could cause it. Okay. Again, Cyael, you don't need to be worrying about it. Worse, you don't need to be voicing your concern about the problems you're having with it. You're a fucking maniac, Cyael. Just continue with this damn game. Jesus, Bing Bong Christ. Hey, Faith, what are your, you know, do you get crampy? Sorry, you know, this has nothing to do with this stream tonight, and it's just turned into, like, how crampy do you guys get? Jesus Christ.
Well, no, we started talking about, what was that disease called where there's, like...
Endo.
Oh.
That sounds scary as fuck.
There's, like...
My stomach's starting to feel weird, and I'm like, is it because I'm hungry? What's really going on?
Should we stop? We've been streaming for a while.
We'll stop in a little bit. Sona and Mew says the worst part is taking pain medication and then throwing them up 2 minutes later. Oh my god. Sean Watson says, no dude, she looked pissed. But I worked today, so not much I can do. Probably almost died today from that. Dude, you better make sure that she's like, please, women are fucking scary. Especially when they reach the point that they've been married for a while. Like, I would be fucking scared as hell. Like, if I got baby trapped by a lady, right? And like, yeah, she was crazy about me and stuff like that. But after a while, we had some kids, and you can tell that... What the fuck? Get up there. Did you see, like, what looked like an inverted pyramid in the sky?
Oh, yeah, there's some kind of sky island up there.
What the bing bong?
Maybe you're on a sky island.
What the bing bong? Alright. Sorry guys. Alright, Jessica says I had to pay a month's rent for endo treatment. Jeez, I'm super sorry, Jessica.
Is there a cure, or is it just something you have to live with?
And that's how I feel sometimes, where I gotta pay just to be free and to live, and you know what I mean? You paying a price to live? Fuck. Anyway. Jessica says the worst part is the government health insurance may not be paying for basic treatment for these issues. And that's fucking unbearable. I hate it in America so much on the health aspect of things. There are a lot of things here that are just becoming more and more questionable as the days go by. Faith F says, when my mom was pregnant with my older brother, she fell down the stairs and broke her knee really bad. She had to get a bolt in it. How did she save your brother? Or maybe, oh god, no, you can't make jokes like that, Cyael.
Maybe she didn't, like...
No, I'm saying maybe he came out a little bit funny, is what I was gonna,
is,
you know...
I think she would have mentioned something, but, like, I'm gonna assume that the belly was not harmed.
I got food cramps. So then me ask Cyael, you got cramps? Faith F says, I've never had cramps, but I wouldn't say I've much going on. Psh, I've seen Faith, and she's got the curves. She's got it. You know what I mean? Some girls don't got it. Faith's got it. You know what I'm talking about? Faith's got the curves. So I don't know what the hell she's talking about. But yeah, dude, she's very lucky to not have cramps. And since I'm saying that she's got it, then I'm wondering if there is no correlation between the whole, you know, like some girls just get really bad fucking cramps and there's nothing they can do about it. Is that a statue right there, Stripes? But what's going on here? Oh no, I don't think it's available for me to sit on. See?
I guess you gotta save this part of it. It actually looks okay.
Look at that one. What's that called? Clownfish?
I think it's a lionfish.
Why do they call it that?
I don't know. It's got barbs on them. Tigerfish, maybe? No, tigerfish is another thing. I think it's a lionfish.
Faith F says I've never had cramps, so that kills my theory, guys. Creative Mer says I get my dragon every 3 to 4 months, but it lasts 1 month. What's a dragon?
That's another way to say period. There's
oh.
Shorthand.
I didn't know Creative Mirth was a woman. You learn shit every day. Sonan Mew says that sucks, and Lady Spook says damn. Well, for a while, Stripes wasn't... Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about that. Never mind. What?
Nothing.
Nothing indeed. Well, why don't you... God, they're having a girl talk.
Who knows about this?
Well, you tell people shit that you're volunteering about me all the time, and I'm like...
That's not true.
You did it earlier where I'm like, shut the hell up. You know what I mean?
Shirt. All I said was shirt.
Whatever, man.
You pulled... Oh, never mind.
Fucking shark out there. What am I supposed to do to get by it? What am I supposed to do to get by it? I feel like I'm just forced to sacrifice one of my little dudes. You know what I mean? Whatever works. Oh shit! Nigga, 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 nigga! Woo boy! Oh shit! What the fuck? What was that? Why'd he destroy one of my dudes one time? If he just swam by me like he didn't care that time. That's so weird. The world's interesting. Oh boy, with that being said, Kyle Willard says confession. About 2 minutes ago, I dropped 5 grams of weed on my dog hair infested carpet, and I may die of sadness. Ugh.
What? Is he afraid to smoke dog hair?
Come on, Stripes. He is probably gonna smoke that dog hair though, dude.
You don't waste weed.
He is probably gonna smoke that dog hair. Y'all ever smoke some dog hair? That is quite a scenario, guys. Sean Watson says, I have a feeling Cyael will be leaving the stream soon, so it was fun sharing life's idiocy with you guys. I gotta go. Take it easy, Sean. Way to make the stream with all of your almost death accounts. This guy. So I was just skydiving one day and I almost drowned in midair and I pulled my chute and it didn't work. So I burnt all my fucking skin off my leg. Oh my god. And then my wife was like, it's Mother's Day today. And he was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna play some Fallout. The lamest one there. I hate this one. Ah, yeah, but that's fine. This ain't about you, lady. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sean Watson, too.
He's got babies.
I got bruises.
Where? How?
No, it's a line from a song where the dude's like doing like a little talent show or something, and he's like playing a song on his keyboard, and there's like sound clips, and you know, as it gradually goes along, he starts saying things like, can't run away, he'll find me, call for help. You know, talking about his stepdad or his regular dad. Now he beats his mom or something like that. Who knows? It's nuts. Sorry, guys. Sonda Mew says, why you trust that creative is a girl and not me? Well, I gotta go eat, guys. See you. It was nice talking to you. Because creative isn't flaunting it. A lot of women sometimes, you know, they just exist and they don't want to call attention to the fact that they're girls. You know?
I'm getting stuffy. I think I just might lay down.
Yeah, Stripe says she's getting stuffy. She's gonna lay down. We've been doing this for 2 hours. I've reached 3 of these little psychedelic things. I think this is a great time to monkey the stream, dudes. I love you all to death. I thank you all for being here. I enjoyed this and hope to be able to do this with you in the future. Maybe even tomorrow. Let's put a ribbon in that. Oh, they're whale sharks. You can catch whale sharks in Animal Crossing, and they give you so much money. I need money in Animal Crossing, so if you have a 3DS and have Animal Crossing, give me money. I really don't. I haven't played it since she was here last time, and all my neighbors moved out or whatever. Look how sexy they are. Those are really pretty fishies. Those are really pretty fish. They're elegant looking. They look beautiful. Guys, I love you to death. I hope you love me. If you're bored and you want to show it, you can always, I don't know, go buy me a fidget spinner on Amazon or something. I'm kidding. Get Stripes a comforter, because when we do figure out how to get it cold in here, we're gonna need a blanket, because they only have the one in the house. Isn't that hilarious? Stripes wants to share a blanket with me. Haha, haha. Nah, but she'll just get it for now, because I don't really need one, I guess. Look at that big ass whale shark. Get that whale shark. Oh my god, they're so beautiful. Whale shark. I don't think whale shark's gonna be breaching anything though. Right?
Well, you commanded a bunch of fish to breach. So, who's to say?
Yeah, he is not going up.
I can't believe you got a turtle to breach.
Oh, come on, get up there. Gimme. Get up there, gimme. 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 Damn it. Thanks for joining me, guys. I love you, and I'll see you guys soon. Hey, wait, you know what I wanted? And I don't think I think it's not on the wish list anymore. I wanted Lay stacks. Oh, dude, I think I took them off the wish list because they went up in price. But I'm going to put them back on the wish list.
Because if someone loves you enough, they'll do it.
They can't hear you, Stripes. Guys, I love you to death. I'll catch you soon. Damn it, they're 17 bucks for a pack of 11. And at one point they were 13. You know, and it made a little bit of sense. Now I just feel like they're woefully overpriced for a bunch of Lay's fucking stacks. What have you done? What have you done, internet? Jeez. Love you guys. Later.